Greetings, brothers and sisters, and welcome to Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! With some other random person. You may notice that my username now is The Moonmover instead of just Moonmover. I had to make a new profile because mine was wigging out and I couldn't select what deck I wanted to use. It was weird and glitchy. I don't know what happened, but I just couldn't really play the game properly anymore. Fortunately, accounts on this website are free, and you can have however many you want as long as you don't eat up every possible name in the universe, and so far I haven't. So now I am the Moonmover, instead of just Moonmover. And I'm Pegasus, instead of what's-his-name who I was before. The dice guy. What was that guy's name? Anyway, I'm playing with a Psychic deck this time, since most Psychic monsters are Earth. I also have Grand Soil, the Elemental Lord. He gets special summoned by having 5 Earth monsters in the graveyard. And when you summon him, you can special summon one other monster from any graveyard. So, it's a really nice card. I'm probably going to win using that card. That card is basically my win condition. I kind of wish I hadn't drawn him in my first hand because, well, he's kind of useless first turn of the game. Alright, this guy just summoned Rescue Rabbit. And Rescue Rabbit can summon 2 of the same monster from his deck. So he's got 2 Queen's Knights. That's a very unusual card to use. It doesn't have any abilities, and it has really average stats. I don't know what kind of deck you would use Queen's Knight in. Anyway, he's going to use her to overlay to summon Utopia, which is, of course, a good card. You've seen me use it before. Let's see here. I drew Psychic Commander. That's a tuner. It's okay. I don't need it right now. Right now I need to deal with the threat of Utopia standing there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to normal summon this weak, crappy monster that frankly can't do much. Just going to stick her out there. Go, Esper Girl. I choose you. Then I'm going to use Creature Swap to swap creatures with him. Ooh, how about that? Theoretically, when you use Creature Swap, both players choose a monster and give it to the other player. But since we each only had one monster on the field, there was no choice. Because you have to choose something. So I'll have him attack Esper Girl, and he takes the damage. And I get to keep Utopia. That is super nice. Super, super nice. What you gonna do about that, LT? Noble Knight Artorigus. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, Artorigus. This has the best flavor text in the entire game. Seriously. It's pretty awesome. You should pause the video and read it. Anyway, he used that, and he also has Noble Knight and Gawain. So I guess he just has a knight deck? Is that the theme here? It's not really good for gameplay. I guess he just wanted a theme deck, and so he's gonna use a bunch of knight monsters. And I guess they're not really monsters, they're just knights. Game says they're monsters, though. This thing, Noble Arms Caliburn, it's an equipped spell that only works on warriors. And gives his warrior plus 500 attack, meaning his Utopia is stronger than my Utopia. And he can also gain 900 life points every turn, except he only gave himself 500. I think he didn't read the effect properly of that card. And you know what? I'm not going to tell him he's wrong. If he wants to cheat himself out of 400 life points because he couldn't read the card description properly, I'm okay with that. So what am I going to do now? Well, he's got me on the defensive now. I really don't have anything I can do that can top Utopia wielding Caliburn, so I'm going to go into defense mode and set Giant Rat. Giant Rat is great for defense because when he dies, I can summon another weak monster to jump block after him immediately. And really, you're using the same combo again? You're not going to summon a third Utopia, are you? What you getting? Oh, he's got an entire little, what do you call a group of knights? Company? A company of knights? Or not anymore. What do you overlay with 3 4-star monsters? Something bad, I know. That's not a knight. Let's see. He can attach one material from that card to declare either monster spells or traps, and that type of card can't use its abilities until the end of the turn. And he's still giving himself the wrong amount of life points from Caliburn. I am not going to correct him. He'll just have to suffer having 400 less life points every turn than he's supposed to. Alright, so he's gonna keep my effect monster's effects from going off, which means I can't use Utopia to block his attacks, which is normally what Utopia's ability is. Oh well. Giant rat. Wait. Oh, I don't think I can. Right. Negates giant rat too. Giant rat was face down, and he's in the graveyard, and it doesn't matter. He's still negated. Pot of Avarice. That does me no good. I can shuffle 5 monsters from my graveyard into my deck and then draw 2 cards, but, well, I don't want to do that, because then I won't have monsters in my deck to summon Grand Soil later on, which is what I want to do. Maybe I should take Pot of Avarice out of this deck. We don't need it. There's better cards I could use. Whatever. I'm going to set 2 cards face down. Well, 3, counting the monster. What I'm hoping is he's going to use the Spark Things effect to negate traps if he sees I have things that he thinks might be traps. Shockmaster. Yes! Ha ha ha! He's negating traps instead of monster effects. But my traps don't have any useful effects, whereas my monster will actually summon a new monster. That's spectacular. Okay, so he's using Caliburn to gain 500 life points, which is wrong. He's supposed to get 900, and I'm going to let him do that. Because he's wrong, but he's wrong in a way that's making me more likely to win, so sure. I feel pretty confident that I have a winning strategy here. The only issue is I need a little bit of time to set it up. He might do a lot of more damage to me this turn than I'm expecting. He says effect can't? I don't know what he's referring to. He stopped traps from going off, not monster effects, so he could use Rescue Rabbit if he wanted. I think he kind of got confused there. I don't think this guy's especially smart. I don't know. Anyway, what we got here? Serene Psychic Witch allows me to send a psychic monster to the banished zone, taken out of the game, and then during my next turn, that monster gets special summoned. So I'm going to get a Silent Psychic Wizard because it's level 4, and I'm going to summon Psychic Commander, which is a tuner, next turn, and I will use them to synchro summon for a monster that is going to help us win. But first I'm going to take some damage, which sucks. Oh no, I got hit by the rabbit. Ow! Oh, the pain. Ah, I have rabbit burn.
Scared. Look, that rabbit's got a vicious streak a mile wide. It's a killer.
Alright, so now I get to summon Psychic Wizard. Very nice. Yes. Come on. Alright. So what I want to do now is I can use Psychic Commander and Silent Wizard to summon a level, what's 3 plus 4? 7 Synchro Monster, which would be Black Rose Dragon. Fits the description. Black Rose Dragon is very nice because when she gets summoned, I automatically assume it's a girl because it's a flower, by the way. Whatever. When she gets summoned, she can destroy everything on the field, including herself, which seems stupid, but you'll see, because then I'll have exactly 5 Earth monsters in the graveyard. And then I'll be able to summon Grand Soil, and all his cards will be gone. So that's pretty fantastic. So, I tune those 2 cards to Synchro Summon Black Rose Dragon, then use her ability to kill everything. I never really liked Synchro monsters. I mean, they're useful gameplay-wise. Mainly, I don't really understand what they're supposed to be. Like, flavor-wise, in terms of story. What is the difference between them and why do they need to have this special way to be summoned? Why are they different than a tribute monster? Like fusion monsters, it's straightforward because it's like you took one monster and you glued it to another monster to make a two-headed monster. Okay. With Ixie's monsters, it's like they're from another dimension or something. I don't get what synchros is supposed to be though. They're just sort of there. Anyway, he's gonna negate Granzo's ability to resurrect a monster. But that's fine because I have another Grand Soil, and I'll be able to use it to resurrect Black Rose Dragon. And attack for, let's see, 2800 plus 2800 is 5600 plus 2800 is a whole lot of numbers. Okay, and I can, and then if I normal summon Giant Wrap, then I'll have won the game. Oh, come on. What a loser. Oh well, I win. Haha. Well, I guess he had no choice but surrender. Actually, he has no cards in his hand or on the field. Woot, woot, I'm winner.